News World Headquarters in New York. This is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams.
Broadcast on a Monday.
Today on Broettes News, watch as your two favorite bros discuss mass shootings.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Broettes News, we're going to be talking about the tragedy of mass shootings. Cases of mass shootings in the United States have grown substantially over the past 20 years, causing major questions and concerns of gun control, mental health, and terrorism.
The United States has the most mass shootings in the world. There have been over 90 mass shootings dating from 1966 to 2018, ranging from nightclubs to concerts to schools. Mass shootings have broken the hearts of Americans all over the country. Thank you, Aaron. We're here with Deontay Bridges to discuss the impacts the recent mass shootings is having on him and his family. Please, Deontay, tell us about the incident.
Well, my brother and I were at a Lil Pump concert last July, when out of nowhere, there were gunshots. It was immediate chaos. Everyone started running for safety. My brother and I were in the in the front row, so we jumped out onto the stage for safety. I regret this decision every day.
Food, man.
Because that decision cost my brother his life. While we were running across the stage, my brother was shot in the head by the gunman. At first I didn't notice because he was sprinting towards the back of the stage. When I looked back, I saw my brother lying dead on the stage in a pool of blood. A month later, I can still picture that scene in my head as clear as the moment it happened.
What kind of impacts has the loss of your brother had on your family?
Well, my brother was my best friend, so it really hit hard with me.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. As my family, I really can't speak of how it affected them besides what I could see. The absence of my brother has really left a large hole in my family, and since my parents have gotten divorced, my sister has kind of isolated herself.
Thank you, Deontay, for telling us your story. Back to you, Aaron.
We are here with another victim of the recent mass shootings, Mr. Tyrone Mayfield. Tyrone, if you would please tell us your story.
Yo, T-Dog, cut that shite. Alright, what's up, man? My name is Tyrone. I'm gonna be telling you what happened down in my school, man. Some dude came up in there, man. He tried to shoot the place up. Man, I swear to God, if he ever come back, man, I'm gonna... Hold on, man, I gotta pass this over to my homeboy. Yeah, so I was chilling 5th period, trying to tell this girl my watches were 100% real, which they are. And I was just waiting, and I heard the bell ring, and all of a sudden I heard some loud pops, man. Like, kind of sounded like some fireworks. At first, no one knew what was going on. Then after like 10 gunshots, the teacher finally realized it was a shooting. We did our lockdown procedure like they taught us. We was still panicking. I thought it would be a good idea to get out my cell phone, pull up some Snapchat, get some footage of this shooting that's going down. Play that clip. Flippin' scary. Luckily, none of my friends were shot. And we Crips, man, we know it was a whole lot of gang shite, man. Anyways, yeah, none of my friends were injured, but I didn't really know.
Hey Tyrone, don't be smoking during the interview.
Most of these people, I see them walking in the streets, on the sidewalks outside the school. I didn't really know them too much other than just seeing their faces, but, I didn't really flip with all of them. I really hope my N-word Barack Obama up in the White House does something about these shootings.
Tyrone,
man.
Trump's the president.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I feel like these it's becoming a normal thing now. every time I turn on the TV, just pow, 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 pow. Shooting's going on all everywhere, man. Something's got to be done about it. It can't be going on like this.
Many people feel that the United States government is not taking these shootings seriously. Students across the nation are fed up with these shootings and decided to speak up.
Our first response was, that sounded a lot like a gunshot. And we close the door. And we tell our teacher she closes the door. And right after she does that, the fire alarm gets pulled.
So right now we're in a school, an active shooter. It's not a drill. And it's currently...
Hello?
It's 2:52.
Where are you right now?
I heard one gunshot. We thought it was a drill initially, but it's not.
I start going with them. I follow the herd. And it turns out that we were actually running towards the school shooter. And thank God for a janitor stopping us right before we got anywhere near close to the freshman building. He stopped us, and he got us into Chef Kurth with Chef Kurth's help into her classroom. I would say about 30 to 40 students into this teacher's classroom at the same time. And as a result of their heroic actions, they saved probably all of our lives. This is not acceptable. This is something that is completely unacceptable and that we need to take action on. We can say all these great things like condolences and saying we're so sorry for your loss is obviously important. But what we need at this point is not to say that anymore, because there shouldn't be any more children that die. We need to take action.
Yeah, Hector, students are fed up. In an act of protest, students all over the country are walking out of school on March 14th and April 20th. It's in remembrance of two school shootings. March 14th, students will walk off class at 8 a.m. local time for 17 minutes in honor of the 17 students that were killed in the Parkland shootings on February 14th, 2018. Students will walk out again on the 19th anniversary of the 1999 Columbine shooting.
Mass shooting deaths are only a small slice of total gun deaths in the United States. So far in 2018 alone, there have been 21 mass shooting deaths, but more than 1,800 gun-related deaths total.
This brings us to our question. Why do all of these shootings happen? Is it because of gun control, mental health, terrorism?
And now a word from our president, Donald J. Trump, bro.
It's called concealed carry, where a teacher would have a concealed gun on them. They'd go for special training, and they would be there, and you would no longer have a gun-free zone. Gun-free zone to a maniac, because they're all cowards. A gun-free zone is let's go in and let's attack, because bullets aren't coming back at us. And if you do this, and a lot of people are talking about it, it's certainly a point that we'll discuss, but concealed carry for teachers and for people of talent, of that type of talent. So let's say you had 20% of your teaching force, because that's pretty much the number. And you said it, an attack has lasted, on average, about 3 minutes. It takes 5 to 8 minutes for responders, for the police to come in. So the attack is over. If you had a teacher who was adept at firearms, they could very well end the attack very quickly. And the good thing about a suggestion like that, and we're going to be looking at it very strongly, and I think a lot of people are going to be opposed to it. I think a lot of people are going to like it.
You know, Aaron, I feel like mass shootings happen because of people's mental health. In my opinion, people should be able to buy a gun if they're 21 and in great mental health. But in order to ensure great mental health, there has to be stricter requirements for purchasing a gun.
I agree. I think making guns harder to get, especially assault rifles, would be beneficial and help all the shooting violence. But I don't think that's enough to solve the problem. I think we as a country have to pay more attention to mental health and help those who need it. If our government doesn't take serious action in preventing these mass shootings, unfortunately, we will continue to see a rise in these crimes each year.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our broadcast for today. Tune in weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more news presented by your favorite news anchors, the Broettes.
Well, bro, it's been a full send. This has been Broettes News, signing up, bro.